Alright, this is I think it's a game on Eichenwald. Winston, it's a round diamond, high platinum, low diamond. See a few diamonds in here. And this is a pretty dive heavy comp. I think Winston's pretty good here. Winston or Diva is pretty good
I
here.
know.
Their monkey was insane. And
So I
I
like
got him
this.
down to half every
As a
time.
pick.
that flank Tilly
good.
just.
Five,
I hate
So let's see
them.
how this goes.
3, 2,
Anyway, let's win this.
1.
Watch for junk trap.
Pretty sure there's a turret to the right.
Capture.
Alright, they have no Symmetra, so you need to
That's somewhere.
deal with that foolishness. You already have a
Huge.
pick. This is really big. You should probably jump in right now. They have a pick. Do they have a hog? What is this character? This is Reinhardt, right? Yeah, that's Reinhardt. Okay, this is really kind of low quality, but that's cool. So you should just jump in here. They have no tracer. This guy is going in. You have a Lucio. If you don't go in, everyone else is going to go in. I think that's generally how teams like this kind of work. The tanks go first, and then the follow-up dive DPS. Basically, everyone just dives in, and you need to be one of the first people to do that. You should jump in here.
I'm getting a point.
I don't know why you're not jumping in. Is that do they have a hog? They have 3 tanks? Okay, so now you've missed your opportunities. Now you've jumped in after you've lost Tracer. So now their Tracer is just getting back right about now. And now you've jumped in. And you have no bubble, by the way. And I can't tell if they have a hog.
Yo, it's not. What the turret? I hit the turret?
I don't see a hog. There's no hog. Oh no, that's your hog. You have a hog. Anyway. So you traded healers here. This is dangerous because you have no bubble. Okay, so just like rule 1. Okay. You're down a healer. I mean, you've traded healers, but there's one less healer to keep you alive. You have no bubble, and you jump into what you could probably see as a couple people, right? And yeah, I mean, I guess you jumped before you saw all of them, but this is a bad jump. You shouldn't really jump forward into mystery things. There could be people on there, could not be people. You shouldn't jump unless you have shield. Just like generally, as a rule of thumb, it's best to just not jump unless you have the bubble. And you also punched after you landed, which obviously you're not supposed to do. I mean, you can do. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter that much. You don't need to punch. It doesn't matter though. You're
Focus
dead.
Diva back?
Wow. Never mind that.
Focus
Mercy
Reinhardt.
or something? It's on you? Or oh, no, okay, that's what it is. I mean, I see why you would feel confident, because I totally forgot that you had an Ana. So you have an Ana behind you, so I guess that's fine to jump. I would have waited till maybe your jumps, or sorry, your bubble's on like 2-second cooldown. So you jump in, you take some damage, you're healed by Ana, and then you can drop bubble, because you should have died there. You kind of got lucky. So just as a general rule of thumb, again, try to jump only when you have bubble. Especially when it's in dangerous situations. I should say jump in when you have bubble. When you're jumping into a place where you'll take
flick
damage.
punch. That was crazy.
You need to go up here and disrupt, because there's a teleporter clearly. No, it's not a teleporter, that's a lie. They're just all coming from up there.
Squirrel jumps down one.
That's really weird. Yeah, there's not a teleporter, I'm retarded. There's just like 4, it seemed like 3 or 4 people that were coming up from there. Maybe I'm retarded. Anyway. You're okay here. I don't think you're even gonna die. Wow, you got a little lucky there. You're good. What? You didn't get the action, actually. You didn't get charged. If you got charged, I would have said ulti. You didn't get charged.
I was legit AFK. Alright.
And
How did that
sound
grab
is
his
decent.
knee?
That's annoying. I'm gonna turn that down.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Oh wait, is it desynced? Maybe it's
Bro, I
not.
swear to God, the turret.
Yeah, it is.
I got the sound barrier.
Anyway, that won't matter too much. We'll turn it down. Hopefully voice comms aren't critical. You should be up, by the way. You don't need to like stay on the cart. You have an Ana. You have, I think, a Hog as well. Those guys can stay on the cart. You should be going up with like a Tracer or a Genji and try to get a pick. on someone that's being careless. I think they have a Moira and a Lucio. Those are kind of not as easy to kill as supports like Zen or Mercy, but they're still pretty easy to kill if they're out of position, and they've wasted bomb. Okay, you should. Okay, that guy got hooked. Okay, actually, Hog killed him. It looks like. Never mind. But generally, when Hog hooks someone, you wanna Hog kills him. You wanna maybe keep an eye on that because sometimes Hog's targets will get out with like a sliver, especially if they're hooked at an angle like that. I would keep an eye on Hog's target there, but that's fine. He's dead. You can jump in now. Again, you have bubble. That Lucio is a juicy target. You'll make these tanks turn around, which will give your team space to move up. So this is a great opportunity to create space and be a man and jump in. Hopefully you jump in. Let's see. You don't. You bubble here. This is dumb. It's almost like you're playing Reinhardt, sort of. Like, I think you jumped in, like once. Like, to sort of initiate, you've jumped in basically once. Which is not enough times. You should be jumping in more, especially against their team. And especially given that your team is finding picks for you, you should jump in more. But let's see. You guys are going to reset. You don't need to swap here. Hopefully you don't swap, because your team is finding picks, and you can immediately move on that. I think this is Winston / Reinhardt. Oh god! What have I done? Okay, hold on. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, right about here. Anyway, jump more. That's pretty much it. Reinhardt would be not as good here, because you can't immediately capitalize on picks. You don't push in and fight this Torb, because, okay, if that Torb was smart, he'd fight you. Yeah, see, now he's going to fight you. Good, good. Oh, no, okay, you missed lethal on that Moira. I don't know if that'll matter, but could have killed her. Right here, jump in melee, she's dead. Right here, again, she's dead. If you jump melee. Yeah, she was dead there. That's cool. She doesn't die anyway. That may be important. I mean, I say that's cool, but it's totally not at all. Because, yeah, see, it matters. See, the Moira ult is healing these guys up. So Moira survived, healed them up, and now she has ulti. Now she's going to push everybody off the cart. That was really important. That was, like, super crucial. This is, even if you guys win this fight, that's so much time wasted. Your team dies, you guys have to like 2v3 or this fight or whatever. You're probably gonna, it looks like you might lose it. But even if you win the fight, it's still bad because you lost a lot of time because of that. Yeah, that's really big. You gotta, if you're gonna play Winston, you gotta like take opportunities, and you were given an opportunity there by getting Moira low, and you didn't take it, and it kind of just basically screwed your push. I think you guys might still be... Yeah, you guys are still okay. But you lost like probably a minute or maybe more of time there. Did he just get slapped? No. Okay, you're good. That was a bad nanoblade too. That was like such a bad nanoblade, but it's cool. There's nothing you can do about that. You should be over there with your team. You don't need to necessarily be on cart. I mean, it's fine, I guess. I shouldn't flame you for being on cart. It's not a big deal. You shouldn't jump up there. Okay, so now they're just being stupid. And this is just giving us free time. Now you need to stand that Lucio. Okay. This is okay, so this is a really good opportunity yet to do this. You know what you want to do. You just kind of messed it up a little bit. You know, it's kind of hard to do that. Like, everyone likes to say Winston, no brain, no aim, super easy, but it's actually pretty hard to set up knocking off like 10 people like that. Like, you could have at least gotten that Reinhardt off for sure. I don't know about the Tracer or the Lucio, but definitely the Reinhardt there. It wouldn't have mattered though, because it seems as if your team was sort of spread out and sort of fucked up a little bit, but you're good. Good. Okay, so alright, rip. You could have killed that guy. I think if you just had like a little bit better aim, oddly enough, aim on Winston, like there's some ticks of damage you missed here. Okay, you should reload, by the way. This is the first thing I noticed. is downtime like this, where you're not going to be hitting people. You could use this. You could reload right now, like right when he jumps, reload and jump after him, and then when you land, you'll have your gun reloaded, and you can just buzz him down. You would have killed him, I think. Let's see. Yeah, you missed your jump through, and that would have killed him. If you had cleanly landed through that arch, you would have got another tick and would have killed him, because he's like 1 or 2 ticks away. He's 1 tick away. Again, kind of a crucial mistake. If you would have killed that Winston, they would have been down both their tanks with no way to revive them, which would obviously be very good for you guys. So again, this sort of missed opportunity sort of thing. Looks like they have 3 tanks, actually. You don't need to focus there, Winston. Yeah, that's who you need to be on. You can contest a Winston when he jumps in if he's the only one, but there's someone else more valuable. Like, that Lucio is more valuable than the D.Va. And, I mean, you'll just be dealing more damage to Lucio than to D.Va because of armor. So, anyway. Doing okay. You need to wait. Well, now that... I don't know. Apparently, they're totally messing up here. Okay. This is your moment. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay. This is good. This is really good. Okay. Alright, you gotta get out. Your team sucks. Also, you should have turned around to help your team. That kind of sounds like hindsight. I didn't mention it at the time. I was just kind of moaning when you did that, but you don't need to be up here. Your team is all back there and they're all fighting. I have my mic, or I have the sound muted, and I already know that. But it's good. That was good. You finally got what you were looking for the first time, and you got the knockoff. Let's see. They need to back out. I don't know if you have a mic. I haven't noticed you talking here, but this is where you tell your team to back out. If you don't have a mic, whatever. It's not a huge deal. A mic is a pretty good thing to have. Oh wow, actually, the time. I totally didn't realize the time. I don't know if you turning around after you booped those 2 people would have necessarily mattered. I have a feeling it might have, but I can't tell you because I can't. There's no theater mode. I can't look behind you and tell, but it looks like it might have mattered, and it looks like this video is buffering. Let's see. This is... Where are we at here? Okay, you go Ryan on defense. That's fine. Alright, so you got a Bastion, McCree, and I think you have 2 healers as well. You don't have the 1 healer struggle. Oh god, don't tell me you're gonna do this like spam right click thing, dude. Please don't do that. I saw someone doing that in another VOD. It was very annoying. There's no reason to really do that. Alright, cool. This is a fine place to be. You can play a little bit further up, I would say, but this is fine. Let's not waste time here. Alright. Okay, so off the bat, you should swing more, I think. Alright, whatever. Like, when they walk in like that, I would start off... Actually, that's a lie. That's actually a bad play, because they could have a hog, technically, and you don't see their team yet. They don't have a hog, I don't think, but... I guess it's worth to keep your shield up. That's fine. Alright. I would get a bearing on where your Bastion is, because I don't know where he is, because I don't have sound on. It sounds desynced anyway, but... you're doing okay. This is fine. You need to be off to the right there. That's fine. This is so messy, but it's not really even your fault that it's messy. Just everything is sort of messy. Because this is just a clown show of a game right now. You guys are doing alright. I guess you lose. I hope you lose. Because if this isn't a loss, then it'll be kind of... I like to review losses, because you get to learn more from losses, usually. Alright. Cool. So, you don't need to keep your shield up during these times. You can just stay up here and be ready to have your shield up, but you would have more shield charge if you just like left it down. It's a small thing, but I mean, actually, sometimes it's not a small thing. I shouldn't downplay that. It can be very important. You probably could have just walked back because your Ana is still alive, and yeah, so you saw that your Ana was actually in sight of you. Here, you didn't have to charge back and get yourself killed there. You had Shatter. You would have had Shatter. Oh no, that's not your Ana. Your Ana is back there. So actually, that Ana's kind of... You shouldn't have been up there in the first place, obviously, but I think you were just kind of screwed there. You shouldn't have been up there in the first place. That's kind of obvious advice, but yeah, just don't overextend. You should play in range of your Ana, like pretty much always. There's really no reason not to. Okay, wow. Don't shatter right now. Don't shatter. Okay, now maybe... no, you don't need to shatter. Okay, well, I don't think you even... Oh, wow. Are you gonna get both? You got both. You're a god. Wait, you got 3 people! Okay, you're a god. I don't know how you did that. But, all planned, all calculated. You're top 500, #1 Ryan player, dude. I don't know. That was totally calculated. Yeah, I think that charge just saved you guys. You need, yeah. Okay, well, you should. If you would have eaten that guy, I think he would have died. You eat him way too late, and the E didn't hit because he shifted out of there. I actually don't even know Moira's abilities. I think I played her like once. Actually, I didn't. I mean, I know her abilities. I don't know what keys they're on. I think it's her shift is her like invulnerable sort of dash thing. Anyway, you don't. Why? I guess because you're worried about the Bastion, but whatever. It doesn't even matter because they're so spread out. This is just such a goofy game. These are games where I would just play Winston or like Diva or something. Okay. You should have done that a bit earlier. Wait, did you have it earlier? Wait, hold on. Yeah, you had it earlier. Yeah, you should have done that earlier, but you were like 1 HP when you did it, so. That was a good shatter, though, if you weren't dead. So. But since you did die, it's a terrible shatter. No one got to do anything off of it. Your team's still surviving. How did you guys lose this game? It looks like... Uh-oh. You guys are doing pretty well right now. Like, really well. Like, how do you guys lose this? Because this video goes on for... Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, that's how you lose it. Okay. Is this McCree gonna choke? Looks like he's gonna choke, right? Honestly, so, I mean, I know I basically gave you no good advice for that entire thing, but don't overextend, which you did once, and it didn't even matter. I wouldn't pick Rein here. I mean, honestly, I would probably look like a buffoon if I was playing Rein here too. I mean, you kind of just are sort of just awkwardly trying to be useful, but you're kind of spread thin because it's just these fights are super spread out and goofy, and Winston's really good at just like carrying fights like that because the more goofy and spread out fights are, the more often people are out of position, and the more often people are out of position, the better Winston is. So I would have picked Winston here. I would have stuck with the Winston. Anyway, you guys doing all right? You don't need to. If there's no bullets coming, you don't need to have your shield up. Like, I know that sounds really obvious, but like you're just sitting here right-clicking and you're just keeping your shield. Like, you could have a couple hundred higher health. Like, you don't even need to block this stuff. Like, none of this is deadly. If your team isn't going to take significant damage from or die from the damage that's coming, you don't need to necessarily block it. In fact, you usually don't need to block it. Like, you need to block it when it matters to block it. But right now, your shield's a 500. Now this thing is coming around and your shield's low. And it could have been full right now. Or actually, it would have been 1,000, right? Because the Diva. But it would be way higher. And so you're keeping it up and you're just... it could be charging right now. You don't need to have this up. Notice your shield is taking next to no damage, and it could be recharging itself. This is lost shield health. And now, you got no shield. And now what are you going to do? You're just going to be useless. And now your team's in danger, and you're forced to just try and be useful over here. And see, someone died. I don't know if that would have mattered. He died in there. You would have had shield, maybe. You could have saved that guy if you had shield. I'm not sure. But don't hold shield as much, because you were doing it on the first point a little bit, but not that much. I didn't really say anything, but there it mattered, or it may matter. It looks like it's gonna matter. Now you're not shielding. Now you're like 150 HP, and you're just like, I don't care. Like, you're 200 HP. You have this much shield. You need to be backing up. You're like playing forward as if you can do anything. No one is healing you right now. No one is healing you. Or if they are, not for very much. Maybe like one anti-bullet caught you. I don't think you got healed at all. And you're just walking up, and you're not even shielding. This is very strange. You've been fairly conservative in your play, and now you're kind of just doing some goofy stuff. Now your team. I mean, you know, I don't want to play the blame game too much, but this could have been prevented 100% if you were alive. Like, these guys dying, you probably could have prevented that, because that's a soldier ult that's killed them. And guess what's really good against soldier ult? A big rectangle shield that he can't shoot through. Let's see. You almost have shatter, but it looks like the game is. God. Okay. Oh, you tried. I would have done that too. To be honest, I mean, you kind of had to do it because it looked dire. I don't blame you. Okay, Diva to stall. That's good, but I think it's over, my man. My man, I think it is ogre. I mean, this is over, right? Do I need to? Yeah, it's over. Okay, so to summarize that game, on Winston, you had a lot of missed opportunities that could have resulted in, at the very least, more time to push, and I mean, it could have won you the game. It could have gotten you past this gate at the very least. I think there was the time where you almost killed the Moira, the time where you almost killed the Winston. Those could have been kills. Those could have been crucial. Like, those are opportunities where a diamond player would have missed that too, probably. But a master player probably wouldn't have missed that. And a grandmaster player definitely wouldn't have missed that, because that's just free. So, I mean, that's kind of the hardest part of Winston, is knowing when to jump in. But at times where you see someone low enough that you can instantly kill them, those are times where you definitely just go in. No need to think. Unless you are accounting for like a Zarya bubble or heals or something, no one would have healed that Moira. No one was there to heal that Winston. They were just dead. So missed opportunities on Winston. And on Reinhardt, obviously when you're low health and you have no healer, don't walk up, because that mattered for that last point. And also, don't hold your shield up when you don't need to be blocking. The point of Reinhardt is to block for your team, not just block bullets. It's not just soak up bullets so you can have a cool like end game. Like, you probably have like a card for like damage blocked, which is cool. But I mean, would you rather have a damage blocked thing, or would you rather have? Yo, this charge is sick. Would you rather have a damage block card, or would you rather have the win? Because I mean, in my humble opinion, I think the win is worth more. This is lit. I like this, dude. A Hex D indeed. You didn't even get the damage block card, dude. It's not worth. Anyway, that's it, dude. Good luck.